We are here. We are live. We're watching SmackDown. We're on the road to WrestleMania. AEW Revolution going down this Sunday. We'll give you a preview. It's Wrestling Uncensored. Let's do it. Yes, yes, yes. We are here. Dave and Johnny, we are live. Big Johnny. What's going down?
All right, I go on a little bit of a rant right now, Dave, after what I just saw here in the Tiffany Stratton, Kiana James match.
Wow. All right, let's get right into it. Go for it.
Well, if you watch this match, you saw near the end, they had Kiana James was in the ring, looked like she was about to get hit with Tiffany's finisher, prettiest moonsault ever, and Julia, right in front of the referee, pulls her out. She was in the ring at the time, Kiana James. And I guess this is a staple in WWE, or just all of wrestling, I'm going to guess, because WWE does, so everyone else will copy it, where you can just pull out someone out of the ring if they're on your side, and it's not a disqualification. I feel like that's a horrible change in the rules they've decided just to put in now. Because, to me, that's clearly a disqualification, what it should be, because you clearly just affected the outcome of the match. Also, if you saw too, this was just poorly done, and I think just poorly executed. They had Julia holding Tiffany Stratton or Kiana James right in front of the referee. Saw it, but didn't call DQ because Tiffany was able to get out of it. But still, I think it was just poor positioning, poorly timed. Just it ends the match on a sour note too. I didn't think it was a bad match, but when stuff like that happens, it's upsetting. So thank you for the rant there. There you go.
I'm happy to allow it.
Great. And I ranted about Sami Zayn now, how this stupid little, he's a douchebag, sleazeball now, gimmick that he's doing,
Yeah, I don't really understand what Sami Zayn is trying to do here. I don't know what they're doing here. It's weird. He's mad at Cody because he's the champion, I guess. He's jealous. Jealous, Sami? Frustrated with rage and jealousy? I don't know. And, I don't understand where it really goes as far as an opponent for WrestleMania, if there is one, you know? I don't know.
You're going to say WrestleTwa for a second right there, but you didn't. But I don't. To me, he just comes off as this two-faced, slimy douchebag, Sami Zayn. Now, that's the way the gimmick is to me. And I don't mean that to insult him or anything, but he comes off he tries to put you down, then he turns it around because people get upset, I wasn't trying to put you down.
Yeah.
Oh, you are a douchebag. You're clearly trying to put the guy down, and then you try to steer it around you're not a bad guy, but no, clearly you are. It has to end up with Sam being the heel because he's clearly a douchebag.
Yeah, I don't think we're supposed to feel sympathy for him. Those angry outbursts are kind of a turnoff, no?
Just his whole reaction, his whole mannerisms, it just reeks of him being a bad guy.
Yeah. I think he maybe costs Cody the belt or at Mania or something, you know?
Well, I think maybe there's going to be one last straw. I thought he was going to wrestle Trick Williams at Mania because I thought we were building towards that because that's how Trick debuted, right? Was against Sami.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought maybe they'd do that match. Is that match even Mania worthy though? I'm not even sure. That could be SmackDown WrestleMania worthy.
They want to keep Trick relevant. I mean, we just saw a little backstage promo there with Sami and Trick. I could see it because there's nothing else really.
Well, and they kind of keep Trick around. We saw him in the main event of Saturday Night's Main Event when he was here in Montreal, and he's wrestling Randy Orton tonight. I mean, that's a pretty big match for him.
Yeah. Trick and Randy tonight. Is that happening tonight?
That's happening tonight, yeah. That's happening tonight. I'm sure your son's happy, even though he should be asleep.
Yeah, he's asleep. Probably soon, right? Because
I think it's probably the main event.
Which would be next, I'm guessing, because Cody and But I thought Cody and Randy were having a contract signing.
Yeah, well, that's going to end the show, right? But I mean, the last match.
So Randy's going to wrestle and then have a contract signing?
That makes sense, yeah.
Like double booked? It's kind of weird.
Oh no, wait, I'm mistaken. Actually, it's not Randy. It's Jacob Fatu. They set that up earlier in the night.
Yeah, he just came out, Jacob Fatu. You're
Yeah,
confusing
it's Jacob
me.
Fatu against Triple Williams. My bad.
Right. Yeah, because Jacob Fatu was out earlier. Well, he was all mad at Drew McIntyre before, right? Drew McIntyre opened the show tonight. He wanted his belt back. He lost the WWE Championship to Cody. He wants a rematch. Nick Aldis comes out, the GM of SmackDown, and says, you got what you deserve. You've been messing around for too long, Drew. Jacob Fatu comes out, and he's like, I did this to you last week, Drew. He said, I screwed your ass. What are you going to do about it?
Beautiful line.
Pause. Right. And then Drew gets mad, doesn't do anything about it, doesn't attack Jacob Fatu, just tells Nick Aldis that he quits, and he leaves. So Drew has quit the WWE or SmackDown or whatever. He'll be back. I really think he's done this before, right? He has quit the WWE before as like a story. Hasn't Drew done this?
CM Punk. Remember after the whole Punk thing, like he quit?
Right. And then he was suspended for a while, right? And then Cody demanded he was reinstated. Remember that? What is that?
I feel like
send Drew
we've done
away,
this several times.
Then he comes back. And we're supposed to be shocked when he comes back. They keep doing it with him. Who cares?
For War Games, it happened too, if I'm not mistaken, right? It's a continuous storyline of suspension quit.
So he quit, but he'll probably come back and attack Jacob Fatu in this match with Trick Williams, right?
I'm expecting that, yeah. And I think that helps set up that. I think that's a Mania match too, as well. Jacob versus Drew. I can see that.
Yep. Jacob versus Drew makes sense. I think it's going to be Cody versus Randy straight up. That seems to be where we're headed. Cody Rhodes backstage with those glasses and the suspenders. He looked like the boss from Office Space. You know what I'm talking about? Bill Lumbar.
I know what you're talking about. I didn't really make that connection when I saw it like that.
As soon as I saw him, I was like, is he playing dress up? Like, what's going on?
I think he's just trying to look nice. He's a champ. Wants to have a good look, distinguished look. Stands out. Jacob Fatu in the ring. So, yeah, we got that match coming up right here.
Yep. What else happened on SmackDown tonight? Uncle Howdy and Eric Rowan got a win over Solo Sikoa and Tallest Tonga.
That happened.
It did happen. Uncle Howdy got the lantern after the match, but then Tama Tonga took it away from him. So the battle for the lantern between the Howdy boys and the MJFs rages on, whatever they're called, MFTs and the Wyatt Six.
That's correct. You love how the lantern's now like the urn now. It's like some sort of power for the Wyatts, so they say now. Like they're not the same without the lantern.
Mm-hmm.
I know you love that.
I mean, it's something. I mean, it gives it a reason for existing. Like, I don't hate it. I just go, all right, well, giving me a reason why you want this thing so badly. I mean, obviously, they're like a spooky group with powers, so it kind of, it checks out.
I like it more as like symbolic because like it was Bray Wyatt's lantern, so like it's a personal value to them. It's not so much it has mystical powers or magic powers or whatever. Like
I understand it to be Bray Wyatt from beyond the grave helping them with his mystical powers.
Maybe turn the lights off. I could see that. That's about it.
I don't know. Whatever. It's not a big concern. It's not a main part of the show. It happens. I'm happy to ignore it.
Well, congrats to Eric
Are they the
Rowan,
tag team
tonight.
champions, though? Who are the tag team champions?
See, this is where it gets confusing because we had a match last week for number one contendership to the MFTs who wrestled tonight, but it wasn't for the titles tonight because the number one contenders wrestled someone else tonight. I know it gets a little confusing, but yeah, the MFTs are tag champs, but this wasn't a title match.
The number one contenders are who? Damian Priest and R-Truth?
Damian Priest. That's right.
They wrestled Los Garzas. I thought it was for a tag title shot tonight. They already have the tag title shot?
That's right.
So Priest and Truth have to wrestle the MFTs at some point for the tag belts. They just haven't done it yet.
And honestly, like after what I saw tonight, they should give Priest and Truth the belts. Like I thought the promo was fantastic.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed the match too.
Yeah, it was all right. And Priest and Truth are fun together.
That promo was absolutely fantastic. Really, really good.
You liked it.
Best part of SmackDown. Oh yeah, it was easily the best part of SmackDown. Like when Truth said that line, like because like they set up the whole Garzas are coming at them, and Priest is like, "Oh, so you guys want to come up to us?" You know what I'm thinking? And then Truth is like, "Yeah, I have no idea who you guys are. One of you guys smells. There's no deodorant." Yeah. And then Priest is like, "That's not what I'm thinking."
You like that one?
I thought that was hilarious. Great line.
I thought it was good. Best part of SmackDown. That's a tough one. I don't know if it was that for me so far.
What was better?
I like Jade Cargill's promo. I thought Jade Cargill's promo was pretty good.
I don't think it was better than R-Truth and Damian Priest's promo.
I mean, it was a serious promo. It was pretty good. But... a lot of fire. Jade beats Michin pretty quickly, then cuts a promo after the match saying that's what happens when these wrestlers start believing in their own hype. People talk a lot, but I'm walking around in the halls and nobody's saying anything to me. They look away. She wonders why she's supposed to be scared of Rhea Ripley. And then Rhea Ripley comes out. And Jade decides to leave. And Rhea says, "Jade, you will be my bitch at WrestleMania." I thought that was the best part of SmackDown.
It was all right. I thought Truth and Priest were quite entertaining. And I thought the match as well, for them delivered as well. Like I thought Jade and Michin, it was okay, the match. But I would say that tag match was better, though.
Yeah. No, I didn't dislike... I would give you that the match was better, but I thought maybe Jade's promo and just seeing Rhea come out, that confrontation, the heat there, the promo, I enjoyed that a little bit more than the Truth kind of little comedy backstage bit. But, yeah, I didn't dislike the Truth comedy backstage bit. I didn't dislike Kit Wilson coming out during the Miz Jelly Roll thing. Miz hosted Miz TV with Jelly Roll. Looks like they're setting up something for WrestleMania with Jelly Roll and maybe the Miz. Miz wants Jelly to be his apprentice. Danhausen wants the Miz to be his mentor. Miz doesn't seem too keen on the idea of Danhausen. Danhausen did a little backstage thing. It was good. I like Danhausen. I'm enjoying his little bits.
Well, apparently they had Danhausen throwing out T-shirts, but we didn't actually see it during the Netflix commercials because they just went to the Netflix commercials instead.
Yeah.
So I don't know why they didn't show it.
I saw it though.
Right.
After
you can see it if you look for it online. Yeah.
WWE posted it.
But they don't show it on Netflix. I don't understand why they couldn't do that. That was weird.
Whatever. But he's busy. Yeah. He's on Raw and SmackDown.
Yeah, I just don't think he's going to be wrestling anytime soon, though. It just seems like this is what he's going to be doing. He's kind of that backstage kind of segment to lead into something. And I can see him interfere in matches and all that, but I don't think he's going to wrestle anytime soon.
I could see him and Jelly Roll against Miz and Kit Wilson at WrestleMania.
Ooh, I don't want to see that.
Well,
I really don't want to
would
see
you
that.
rather see Miz versus Jelly Roll 1-on-1?
No, I'd rather them all not. Like, they can do a segment at WrestleMania, that's fine, but not a match.
I think they're
It's
going to
too
do a
much.
match. Pretty sure Jelly Roll's
You're
going to
really
work
filling
a
up,
match.
filling up WrestleMania too much. That was too much. It's not too many spots here. Like,
Well, John, it's
can't give
2
everyone.
nights. They're going to do like 7 matches per night. And it's coming up in 5 weeks. So they got to
They
set
have a
some
lot of
stuff up
championship
here.
matches. A lot of title matches. I feel Tiffany versus Julia. I feel like we're on the road to that now.
Yeah,
You're
probably.
not happy with
Tiffany
that?
with the win tonight.
I think it's a lock almost.
She beat Julia's buddy, Kiana James. Tiffany versus Julia at WrestleMania makes sense. What are we coming up on? WrestleMania 42 here, April 18th and 19th in Las Vegas. So far, we only have 5 matches official. CM Punk, Roman Reigns for the world title. Stephanie Vaquer versus Liv Morgan for the women's title. Cody Rhodes versus Randy Orton for the WWE title. For the WWE title. Jade Cargill versus Rhea Ripley for the WWE Women's Championship. And Brock Lesnar versus somebody in an open challenge. So 5 matches there. I think it's gonna be like 14 total. So
Right.
You got room there, man. Like they could easily add.
Yeah, you could. Goes up quick.
Well,
You could, but
break it down for me here. Like, let's book WrestleMania. What are we waiting for? Jade Cargill, already on the card. Hold on. So we said what? Tiffany Stratton versus Julia?
that's right.
Okay. Women's tag team match. We saw some development there in the women's tag team division, which is funny how fast the women's tag team division moves and how slow the men's tag team division moves. You just talked about how Priest and Truth are the number 1 contenders, yet don't get a title shot. While tonight, we had Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair against Nia Jackson, Lash Legend. The match ended in a disqualification when Brie Bella jumped Nia Jax because of some stuff outside the ring. Nia grabbed Nikki Bella and then ducked away, and Charlotte accidentally super kicked Nikki. And then Brie got mad at Nia, and then Nia pushed Brie. And then Nia went back in the ring and started wrestling Bliss or Charlotte. And then Brie came in and attacked Nia, and then it was a disqualification. And then Nia and Lash laid everybody out. But next week, the Bellas, for some reason, are getting a title shot. So we have like an inconclusive finish in a tag title match in the women's division, but we just move on next week and have a tag title match official for SmackDown, whereas in the men's tag division, it's like, where's the match? You know what I mean? Like, why is it moving so slowly?
Well, you could say that there's 2 tag divisions for the men, right? You can say that for both of them right now, because like, what's really happening on Raw? Not much. I mean, the Usos are there, and they're involved, but they're not really defending those belts.
No.
They're just on the show.
So I think we're going to have a women's tag team title match at WrestleMania. I think you can throw that in. So that's 7 matches. And I think the women's tag title match is probably a triple threat, maybe a 4-way, but probably a triple threat with the 3 teams that are in play right now. Charlotte and Bliss, the Bellas, Nia, and Lash, the champions. Anybody else?
I think you're probably going to throw Bayley and Lyra in there, just to give them a spot.
I think Bayley's doing something else.
I mean, I know she has the U.S. title match against AJ Lee this Monday, but I don't think she's going to win, though.
I think they're setting something up, maybe with Becky, Bayley, and AJ.
Yeah, they're just going to do AJ Becky again. But
Really?
Again, we'll wait and see what happens. Yeah.
Nah. I don't know. We'll see about that. I'd rather see Bayley involved in that. I think Becky and AJ has been done, and to do it at WrestleMania is kind of flat.
Yeah, I just wouldn't. I wouldn't put it past them. I wouldn't be surprised.
Okay.
Becky wants her moment. Give her a moment.
Well, whatever. Let's say. So we're talking about Tiffany versus Julia, right?
Yeah,
A
US,
women's tag title match, right? No matter who the participants are.
Right.
An Intercontinental title match.
For the women.
AJ Lee versus Becky versus somebody, or just AJ Lee versus Becky. So that's still 8 matches, John. We're 6 short for a 2-night show. Because I really believe they're going to do 7 per night.
Of course. But, there's still more. I think you can easily throw in a tag title for either Raw or SmackDown for the men. I'm sure, like, the Usos or the MFTs.
Usos for sure.
Did Trick Williams just beat Jacob Fatu? That's insane.
I don't know. I got to see that finish again. Did he?
He just 1, 2, 3 beat him.
Okay. Yeah, he did. Oh, no. Drew attacked Jacob. Drew hit him with a headbutt outside the ring.
Okay.
Drew hit him with a headbutt and then threw him into the ring post. He didn't actually beat him clean.
Didn't beat him clean.
No. No, we missed it, John. We were discussing WrestleManias. No. Drew McIntyre interferes, hits him with the Glasgow Kiss headbutt, runs him into the ring post. Trick Williams does a flying knee, and then hits some other finisher and pins Fatu that way.
And now a Claymore.
Yeah. Oh, is there a Claymore? I rewound to see the finish. Gotta love Netflix. It's so easy to go back and forth. Okay. So Drew and Jacob Fatu. That's another match we can throw on.
Yep. Oh, I gave him thumbs down.
So that's 9 matches. How about Seth Rollins versus Logan Paul? That's 10.
Sure, yeah. You can do that.
How about the Usos versus somebody for the tag titles? That's something. That's like 11.
That. Yep. I also, I don't know about you. I really think Io and Asuka, like, that's going to be a match, I think, at Mania.
Just a match?
Yep. But, if you see the way things are going, that makes a lot of sense, I think, to have that match.
A Kairi Sane on a pole match. Winner gets Kairi.
Well, whatever.
Winner gets custody of Kairi.
She'll be around, obviously, but yeah, she'll be involved. But I think that will definitely be a match at Mania. It makes a lot of sense.
Gunther versus Oba Femi?
I hope. I pray. Wait and see what happens with that.
I'm going to throw that on there. I think that's happening. That's 11 matches. Dominic Mysterio versus Penta in a rematch?
No, I think Dominic versus Finn.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Dom versus Finn. In a match. What about Penta? Does he defend the IC title at WrestleMania? That's 12 matches we got so far, John. We almost did all of WrestleMania.
Right. I hope, though, Penta does defend the IC title. That's a match where you can just have like a scramble kind of thing, put a bunch of people in, maybe even make that a ladder match for the IC title. Okay. Add some interest. That'd be good.
Penta, IC title, ladder, scramble. 13 matches. And I'm gonna override this, and I'm telling you, we're gonna have a jelly roll match versus the Miz or some sort of nonsense like that. Celebrity involvement. It's WrestleMania.
What about the El Grande match that you said we're supposed to get? We're supposed to get that mask versus mask
Oh
match, no?
yeah, El Grande. El Grande versus El Grande. Well, you know, John, things always get cut for time. You never know. Some matches might not make it. Or maybe they'll do 8 matches on one night. Who knows? But I think we got a pretty good grasp of WrestleMania card here. We've got officially Punk versus Roman, Stephanie versus Liv, Cody versus Randy, Jade versus Rhea, Brock versus probably LA Knight, Tiffany versus Julia, a women's tag title match, Nia versus Charlotte, some sort of Nia and Lash versus Charlotte and Alexa versus the Bellas versus maybe Bayley and Lyra, AJ Lee versus Becky, IC title match, Hell in a Cell, who knows. Jacob Fatu versus Drew, Seth Rollins versus Logan Paul, Usos versus somebody for the tag belts. Who? New Day? I mean, like...
Wait and see. Were New Day trying to recruit this past Monday?
I don't know.
See what happened? Was Xavier Woods is hurt, right? Doesn't Xavier Woods like have an injury, so he can't wrestle right now?
I don't know. Like, there's nobody for the Usos to wrestle for the tag titles.
I mean, again, like I felt they were going to face the Vision, but that obviously can't really work now due to all the injuries, sadly.
Exactly. That's a tough one. That one might not actually happen, John. The Usos might not be at WrestleMania this year.
No, I know they'll find a way to get the Usos because they have the Usos involved. Like they were in the main event of Raw this week.
I know, but what do they do?
They'll force something in. Remember when they had to face
come up with a name, man? Come up with a single name. Like who's there? The returning Street Profits, maybe? Like what?
Well, you saw like Kofi he was talking to Evans, right?
Okay.
Like I think they might do that. Them as a team
Kofi
against
and
the
Javon
Usos
versus the New Day.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I don't hate it.
Now we're seeing Joey roll again for some reason.
Yeah. All right, Gunther versus Oba Femi, I think, is a possibility. Dom versus Finn, I think, is definitely happening after what happened on Raw this week, where the Judgment Day turned on Finn and beat him up. Even Liv Morgan and Raquel getting in on the action. Maybe a Penta IC title match with many men involved. Jelly Roll, possibly wrestling. And El Grande versus El Grande, mask versus mask. Although, who knows what happened to El Grande. He got cursed and he disappeared. See that on Raw? It was supposed to be El Grande, Chad Gable. He did a little promo with Danhausen. Danhausen cursed him. And then Ludwig Kaiser El Grande came out for the match. It's crazy.
Well, if you notice, like before the original was going to go out,
yeah,
saw Bravo and the other two.
They probably attacked him, but we don't know. Was it them or was it the curse? I like that it's up for interpretation. I do. I don't want to know. I like to make my own conclusion on what happened. And in my mind, El Bravo and El Rayo did not attack. He was just cursed by Danhausen, and he disappeared. Because Danhausen has those powers. He made Dom lose the IC title. He made El Grande disappear. When you're cursed, it's the worst.
Well, despite that, the original will be back on Raw this Monday to face the other El Grande Americano.
It's El Grande versus El Grande on Raw?
On Raw.
Oh.
It's Monday.
Well, maybe we don't have it at WrestleMania then.
Well, you had mask versus mask. This is just a singles match.
I think mask versus mask would be good, but maybe they might save it for a AAA show.
Well, and they're losing Dom probably, right? Because Dom's putting his title on the line in AAA. They mentioned that on Raw against Vikino.
Okay. I mean, they're not losing him. He's just going to go do a match there.
Yeah, but if he loses the match, he can never wrestle in AAA again.
Oh.
Why would you put the title on the line and your career on the line? You know, it's like, that's interesting.
That's weird. So what? He's leaving AAA?
Wow.
Or he's
maybe
winning.
they just need him more on. Well, we could be waiting too. Maybe wait and see.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I don't follow the ongoings in AAA.
I only knew because I heard it on the Raw commentary. I didn't keep up to date with it.
No, not interested. Randy Orton coming to the ring right now, about to do a contract signing with Cody Rhodes for their match at WrestleMania. Should be a big old promo. Nice long promo, too. A lot of time.
20 minutes? What?
No, like 12 minutes.
Okay.
But that's a lot.
Okay.
That's a lot of time.
Well,
although Cody hasn't made his entrance yet, so we'll see. Might be time.
That's why.
Yeah. Randy's still, like, the crowd is still singing Randy's song. Randy's still standing in the ring and nothing has happened.
I'd say they're lazy with the Randy Orton t-shirts. Like, it's one of the laziest Randy Orton t-shirts they've ever had.
It just says Randy Orton on it, doesn't it?
It just says RKO everybody. Just in big letters. That's all it is.
Yeah. Well, it's Randy Orton, you know? Lazy wrestler, lazy t-shirt. That's what you get.
Well, he does the least, but, you know, he makes the most of it.
That's a nice way of putting it. Here comes Cody Rhodes.
That's a nice entrance.
WWE Champion Cody Rhodes. What happened on Raw this week, Johnny? Seth Rollins showed up with a bunch of guys in masks all like swirling around. The hell was that?
Yeah, that was stupid. That looks really bad.
It was weird.
That was like, I wonder, like, why am I watching this? This is stupid. And they did it twice. They did it just once. Like, this is bad. And then I'm like, well, let's just do it again because it was so stupid. And I get it. They're trying to fake people out. By the way, like, I don't know, like, if you can pay attention to that, you can tell where Seth is almost the entire time, but whatever. Because there's one guy, he's like 400 pounds. Like, clearly that's not Seth Rollins, but whatever. Like, wasn't a fan of this whatsoever. I sent it to you. Like, this felt like the Dark Order stuff when they had the creepers and all that come out. Like, it felt like that.
Yeah, it was, I don't know. I don't know what they're trying to do there. It wasn't great. And I guess they're setting Seth up for the match there, but, like, come on. Get on with it.
Also, like, usually it's better when the heels outnumber the faces. Like, there's like 30 like people against two heels. There's only like two people now in the division, right? So, and then you have the Usos come out. So it's like you get backup for the baby faces. It's like, it's a little ridiculous.
Yeah.
I wasn't a fan of the opening segment. Whatever.
No.
They had to get it done.
It was messy. You know? It was all over the place. And it just... I don't think it worked. It didn't get me excited for anything. It just made me think, all right, they don't really have much going on here.
I think Adam Pearce had the best line. Like, you come out with all those guys. I don't need any of that. Like, that's exactly how I felt when he said that.
Yeah. It was not great. Then we had a very long gauntlet match that Bayley eventually won. Whenever I see a gauntlet match, I'm like, God, they're just going to kill an hour. And that's basically what they did. Lyra Valkyria wrestled Io Sky and lost. And then Raquel Rodriguez came out and lost to Io. And then Ivy Nile eliminated Io after Raquel beat her up after the bell. Raquel was mad that she'd just been eliminated from the gauntlet. And then Bayley beat Ivy Nile. And then Asuka came out as the final opponent for Bayley, but Bayley winds up beating Asuka and becoming the number one contender for the Women's Intercontinental title against AJ Lee. And they have history, of course. So that match happening right away. I thought that'd be WrestleMania. But no, happening right away on Raw on Monday. I don't know. You're expecting what? A clean finish? Becky interference? What are you expecting from that match? I'm very interested.
Yeah, I'm expecting Becky interference. I think it's going to lead to AJ against Becky. They're going to set that up for Mania. You know, I could see Bayley get upset, want a match against Becky, but I think that's just more to help pump up Becky for that match. And I'm thinking, because there was talk to, like, didn't Bayley talk to Lyra about we should do something, whatever, and then they left the promo. So I feel like maybe that's what they're talking about, getting involved with the tag team title scene I'm getting, I guess.
Maybe. Just go right back into that. It's not like they had a lot of success. I feel bad for Bayley.
No, but but they're going to give her the whole thing is like Bayley getting a spot for Mania kind of thing, and that's their way to get her a spot kind of thing. Lyra's kind of pushing for it, so to get that tag team title spot, I think is going to be a thing. They could win like a match where it's to get that spot. That they'd have to make it on Raw or something to get into Mania. I can see them win a match like that.
I can't tell what Randy and Cody are saying to each other right now. Seems like a nice emotional promo. They're sitting next to each other saying words. My subtitles aren't working for some reason, so I can't tell what they're saying.
Randy's saying, I need this. I need that. He needs a title. Like, then some of this is supposed to be easy, and now Cody's like, whoa, let me talk. There's just two guys trying to be nice to each other, being like, I need this. No, I need this.
Seems friendly.
And then saying catchphrases like, you hear voices, well, I hear voices too. Okay.
What did you think of the CM Punk Usos promo on Raw?
I thought it was all right. Like, I liked how Jimmy kind of stepped up on that one. I wasn't expecting that. Jay really didn't say much of anything, really. I felt Punk is the heel, I'm going to guess. Even though, if you think about it, like, the way he's talking about how, like, Roman never really did, like, treat his family well. He's not wrong about that. But people love it. And all the Usos wanted was an apology, which they never really got from Punk.
No.
So that kind of makes Punk more the heel because he just couldn't do the one thing that they asked.
I did like, Punk talking about his history with their family, working for Alpha and WXW basically for free and, like, babysitting some of the young guys in the family. Oh, Randy attacking Cody now, kicking him in the balls.
Twice.
Yeah.
It was a Viper.
It's not friendly anymore. Oh, ripping his shirt off. He wants Cody naked for this assault. Throws him out of the ring. I liked Punk, talking about his history with the Anoa'i family. I thought that was good. And saying how they all respect him, except Roman, except that guy.
Well, Cody
called him a son of a bitch. I thought calling him a son of a bitch was an interesting choice of words, too, because, he's talking about Roman's mother, who is not an Anoa'i. He's not talking about the father there. He's going after the mother. It's interesting. Well, maybe she's an Anoa'i by marriage, technically, but you know what I mean?
Oh, he just pushed Aldis, too.
Oh, he pushed Nick Aldis, and now Cody is bleeding. Cody bladed. Cody is bleeding profusely right now as Randy assaults him. Nick Aldis tried to come out and stop it, but Randy pushed him down. And now Randy with Cody's blood on his hands. He looks down. What a dramatic scene here on SmackDown.
It's quite the switch here because, like, went from peaceful to suddenly, like, I'm going to bloody you and beat you up. I imagine the fans are loving this because I think they like Randy more than Cody.
A lot of them on their feet. Yeah, well, Randy, he's the Viper, and he wants this and needs this. He needs to be champion, so he's got to beat up Cody on the way to WrestleMania.
Well, and it's better too. Like, we got too much of this, like, babyface matchups.
Yeah.
You want to make Randy the heel? Good.
Like, no matter what Roman and Punk do, it's a babyface match. Like, Punk is going to get cheered, and Roman is going to get cheered. Yeah, they're not booing Randy out of the building right now. It feels like they're trying to turn Randy heel with this assault, but it may not be working. Oh, Jelly Roll tries to stop it, and Randy pushes Jelly Roll. His friend, Jelly Roll.
Took a bad bump. Terrible bump by Jelly Roll.
Down goes the jelly. The jelly is down. Jelly. Get up, Jelly. Not Jelly.
Randy's got a lot of blood on him.
Yeah, Cody's blood, brother. Oh, Jelly's back up. He's checking on Cody. Cody's nearly dead. Oh, no, he's talking. He's moving his hands. He's okay. I mean, he's not okay. He's bleeding. He looks pretty hurt. But
the fans look terrified.
How could they not be terrified? Jelly Roll was just pushed to the ground. Jelly Roll. Yeah, I don't know.
This is definitely a better ending than Raw. Raw didn't end very well, I didn't think. Kind of flat ending.
I don't know. I like the Punk Usos promo. Jimmy punched Punk. And then the Usos left the ring. Oh, my God. Randy comes back with a chair with Cody's head against the ring steps. Randy smashes the chair, smashing Cody's head between the chair and the steps. Diabolical.
No, nobody could have moved Cody in that meantime where Randy was gone, but whatever.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, I think they're trying to turn Randy heel, but I think people just like Randy so much that, like, to see Randy beat somebody up doesn't really turn him heel. Just makes you go, ooh, Randy. So cool. So evil. And, people like Cody, but I don't know if this is going to work.
Randy's not done, it looks like.
Yeah, he's setting up a chair in the ring. I don't know what he's doing. Oh, he's taking the WWE Championship. Randy's got a lot going on. Now he's sitting in the ring on the chair and holding the WWE Championship. Yeah. All right. Well, Randy, Cody on their way to WrestleMania here for the WWE title. That's something. Yeah.
Again, better ending than I thought to Raw. I thought when them pushing down Punk, it's like, and they just look at each other. Just felt like that was kind of a flat ending. Mm-hmm. This, at least, I can take a lot more into the fact that Cody took a beating, good beating. Now Randy just looking menacing with the title.
Yeah,
that's a far better ending.
It's not terrible.
I would say SmackDown was better than Raw this week.
Yeah. I would agree. Raw didn't do very much at all. You had the Judgment Day thing. You had a long gauntlet match. You had the Punk Usos promo. And, you had Oba Femi and Rusev. That was kind of fun.
It lasted like 3 minutes. It was
super
a fun
short. 3 minutes.
Yeah, I honestly was expecting more. It should have been more, to be honest. Like what it could have
Yeah.
been. Like I disappointed.
Yeah, it should have been more. But it was something. Wasn't bad. I like Oba Femi. There's something there.
There's definitely something there, and I think they should definitely give him a great spot at Mania. Like him and Gunther, that'd be fantastic. Wait and see. Wait and see what happens.
Mm-hmm. All right, Big Johnny. AEW's got a big weekend coming up. We should talk about AEW.
Revolution 2026.
The Revolution. I do want to mention that it's 5-3 USA over Canada in the bottom of the ninth in the quarterfinals of the World Baseball Classic. Canada 2 outs away from getting eliminated. So I'll keep you posted.
Well, they fought. They were down
4-0,
so they fought.
Yeah. Hey, man, they made it. They won their pool. They didn't just make it out of pool play. They won. They beat Cuba and Puerto Rico. Canada had a great showing. And I really enjoyed being able to cheer for a Team Canada. I got into it. I was really enjoying Team Canada. I watched all their games. So I'm disappointed that they couldn't get it done here against the U.S., but I'm not surprised. I'm happy that they were able to get out of pool play and win their group there. That was nuts. Nuts.
Well,
Strike 3.
it was
They're 1 out away. Down to the last.
It's probably good. It's probably going to be USA against what, Dominican Republic next?
Yeah.
Yeah, good luck to that.
Yeah. Well, the Dominican advanced tonight. They beat Korea. Mercy ruled Korea, which is impressive. Yeah, Dominican USA is going to be a big game. And Japan, I'm pretty sure they're going to advance. Japan's playing who? I'll tell you in a second.
Italy?
Are they? No, I don't think so. Maybe, though. Hold on. I'll tell you in 1 second. Bracket schedule. No. Scoreboard. Tomorrow, Puerto Rico, Italy. Venezuela, Japan. Tomorrow.
Okay.
3 p.m. Puerto Rico, Italy. 9 p.m. Venezuela, Japan. So I think Japan beats Venezuela. And then Puerto Rico, the runner-up in Canada's group, plays Italy. I think Italy probably beats Puerto Rico.
Oh, Italy seems to be...
I don't know, man. You never... Nah, I don't know. Either way, Japan's going to beat Puerto Rico or Italy. And, easily. And then Japan's going to go to the finals to either play the U.S. or the Dominican. Oh, the U.S. just advanced to the semis. They just won. Oh, well. Good run, Team Canada. Good run. I really enjoyed watching this team play. Congratulations. They should be proud. They went further than anyone expected. And they got unlucky, you know? The U.S. should have won their pool. And we should have been played Puerto Rico, and we should have been playing Italy. You know? Italy should have been the runner-up in that pool, not the U.S., but because the U.S. screwed up and lost to Italy, Canada winds up playing the U.S. in this stage instead of Italy. Because if Italy had come in runner-up, because the winner of our pool plays the runner-up of the U.S. pool, and the U.S. was the runner-up, and Canada was the winner. If Canada had played the U.S., or if Canada, was the runner-up, like Puerto Rico, we'd be playing Italy tomorrow instead of the U.S. tonight. It's kind of a bad luck situation. I'd much rather be in Puerto Rico's shoes right now, playing Italy tomorrow, than playing the U.S. tonight.
Well, Italy looked really good, though. I don't know. I feel like you're in a tough situation no matter what.
Italy looked really good against a U.S. team that wasn't really paying attention.
And they looked very good against Mexico, too, Italy. I don't know if you saw that.
They looked all right. Yeah, they're not bad. Somehow they're not bad. I don't know what's going on there, but...
Well, I know AJ is very happy right now, so...
He should be. Well, tough run there for Team Canada. But USA baseball, what are you going to do? It's an all-star team. They're ridiculous.
What's the furthest Canada's ever gotten?
Played a pretty close game against them, you know?
It's the furthest they've ever gotten in Canada, so yeah, they should be proud.
Yeah. And I'll tell you, I'm really excited about watching Team Canada baseball now. The next WBC, I'm pumped. This is the first one that I'm really into it. And it's been really good. I'm kind of disappointed that it's over because now we're going to go back to spring training for a week or two. Then we get to the regular season. Well, the WBC final is on Tuesday, and then the regular season starts the following week on a Wednesday. So we're right into it. But then, the first couple months of the regular season are kind of they don't mean as much as these WBC games,
It's interesting where they put this at right now. Put it right at this point. It's unique, I have to say. To put it, hey, it got people talking. That's for sure.
I have been loving it. I have been loving the WBC. It's been so fun. I really enjoy watching meaningful baseball games in March.
Right.
Never happens.
Yeah, I get you.
It's cool. You're watching important baseball now. Usually feels like October, but it's March. It's amazing. So I really like that. I like the international aspect. I like to see the different baseball cultures from the different teams. You could definitely see how they play and how they act with each other. It's cool. Sad it's coming to an end. Sad it's over for Canada. Oh, well. But yeah, the final is on Tuesday night, and then the regular season starts the following week, man. Yankees and Giants. 8:05 in San Francisco. And I believe that the opening game is on Netflix. It's a special game. First game of the season, Yanks, Giants on Netflix, which is cool. All right. Kill the baseball music. I'm going back to wrestling. Kill the baseball music. No.
It's not the wrap up. We're not wrapping up.
No. We're doing AEW. Kill the baseball music. Jason Pete says Canada did great. Yes, they did. We're trying to kill the baseball music. We don't know how. What's going on? Kill the baseball music.
Tell the guy,
kill it.
Truck.
Kill it. Cut it. There you go. All right, AEW Revolution coming up on Sunday night in Los Angeles. Big card. Huge card. Many matches. So many matches. MJF versus Hangman Page. Texas Death Match for the AEW World Title. If Hangman loses, he will never be able to challenge for the AEW Championship ever again. The FTR are defending the AEW Tag Team titles against the Young Bucks. Jon Moxley defending the AEW Continental Championship in a no-time limit match against Konosuke Takeshita. Andrade El Idolo takes on Bandito. Brody King versus Swerve Strickland to determine who, indeed, is the most dangerous man in AEW. Tekla, the Spider, defending her newly won AEW Women's World Title in a 2 out of 3 falls match against the former champion Chris Statlander from outer space. The Don Callis family, Kazuchika Okada, Kyle Fletcher, and Mark Davis, defending the Trios Championship against Speedball Mike Bailey, Kevin Knight, and Mystico. Timeless Tony Storm goes one-on-one with Marina Shafir, where everyone is banned from ringside. The Babes of Wrath defending the AEW Women's Tag Team titles against Megan Bayne and Lena Cross. And Darby Allin, Orange Cassidy, and the returning Roderick Strong going in a trios match against David Finlay, Clark Connors, and Gabe Kidd. And of course, that's just the pay-per-view. We've got a buy-in where Tommaso Ciampa, Rick O'Shea, and 19 others will participate in a blackjack battle royal for an AEW National Championship that Ricochet will be defending in this battle royal, which seems unfair. Willow Nightingale defending her AEW TBS championship against Lena Cross. So Willow and Lena wrestling each other for the TBS championship on the buy-in, and then wrestling each other on the pay-per-view in a tag team title match.
Yep, that's definitely happening. Double booking.
Seems unnecessary to me, but hey, what do I know? I'm just a guy who's going to watch this 7-hour pay-per-view. And, of course, it wouldn't be an AEW buy-in for a pay-per-view without Big Boom AJ and QT Marshall, now a tag team for some reason, and they will take on Captain Shawn Dean and Carly Bravo. Two people that I am not really familiar with, but that's okay, because that match will be something that I will probably not watch. It's AEW Revolution. You can't watch all the matches. If you do, you'll go blind. So it's a lot of wrestling. Let's talk about the matches that matter, and then we'll joke about the matches that don't. Okay?
So how many do you care about exactly?
I don't know. A handful? There's a few. This is a good card.
No, it is, and there's definitely going to be some very good matches for sure, without question. I mean, the main event.
The main event.
I think
Let's get right into it. Like that's the one. That's the one you want to see. That's what I'm tuning in for. I'm gonna have to sit through a lot to get to it, but by God, when it gets there, it's gonna be something. MJF defending the world title against Hangman Page, Texas Death Match. Everything on the line. The world title, Hangman's ability to wrestle for the world title again, massive. Big stipulations, big show, big match, big time wrestlers. It doesn't get better than this.
I don't think you see it until the next day, because it's probably going to come on around like 12:30 on Monday morning. So
we'll see.
I don't expect you'll see the main event until the next day.
We'll see what I do. You never know what I'm going to do. I'm unpredictable.
I think you like to sleep, so.
That's true. I want to believe Hangman's going to win.
Good for believing on that one. I disagree with you, but good for believing.
I love MJF. I don't know if you'll find a bigger MJF fan out there. I think he's terrific. I think he's, one of the best in the world today. And on any given day, he may indeed be the best. But I would say the same about Hangman Page. I think they're both two of the greatest professional wrestlers walking the planet today. I would put them both in the top 5 of best in the world going right now.
That's fair. All right. Sure.
I think if you're paying attention, it's hard not to, right?
Well, given their body of work and what they've accomplished and what we've seen in the past from them when they wrestled, I mean, expectations are high, but I expect they can deliver.
Yeah. If you don't put them in your top 5, they have to be in your top 10. And if they're not, you don't know anything about what's going on.
I think it's fair to say MJF might be one of the best wrestlers going today, without question. I think there's no doubt about that. Hangman, I think, is in the discussion. I just feel he doesn't need the world title at this point. And he's done that. He can move on and do something else. So I think it's a great addition for MJF in his reign to say that he stopped Hangman and he stopped him from ever becoming champion ever again.
Yeah. Look, it's pro wrestling. You could always have a match where he can win the right to challenge for the belt again. Right?
Sure.
They could reverse it. I just think that it would be a bad move to limit Hangman in that way. And to limit your company in that way, where you can never give the belt back to Hangman, even if it happens to be the most logical move. Injuries happen, people leave the company, things happen. Sometimes you just need a good champion. And Hangman Page is a good champion. Now, unless he's leaving the company in the next year or so, I see no reason to limit him in your company to never be the AEW champion again. I think that's bad. I don't think it worked for Cody or AEW, and I don't think it would work for Hangman. I really don't. Especially losing it in a Texas death match, it would just take the balls right out of the character. I don't think he can lose in Texas death to MJF. I think it would take a lot of the wind out of the sails of the Hangman Page character going forward. It would hurt him tremendously. There's no redemption. He can't get the belt back. He can't get revenge on MJF. He gets embarrassed in his own match that he picked. I don't know if there's any coming back from that. So, for all those reasons, I think AEW needs to give the belt back to Hangman. And it's not a bad thing to give the belt back to Hangman. He's a great champion. MJF doesn't need to have another year-long run. Hangman was a 2-time champion. Now MJF is a 2-time champion. Hangman will be a 3-time champion. I think you can bounce the belt around a little bit over the next few months. Hangman doesn't have to hold it for long. He could drop it to Swerve or Brody King or Andrade or really anybody, Kenny, at any point in 3 months.
I feel Hangman's going to get screwed in this match. I feel obviously MJF will pull off every trick in the book to win.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Swerve is going to cost him too, and they're going to revisit Swerve and Hangman, that feud again.
Maybe. Unless Swerve is nearly dead.
I mean, he's going to take a beating in that Brody King match, but I expect Swerve to win that too.
That match is going to be nuts. You just know it, right? That's what
I'm
excited for.
I expect Swerve to win that, though.
Probably. So you've got MJF winning. I'm going to go with Hangman. I think Hangman's going to win. I think they have to. I'm going to be really disappointed if MJF wins. I love MJF, too. He's the man. He's the best. I think is great. Everything he does. And I'll say, I like that he's proud to be Jewish as well. I like that a lot. You don't see that very much, especially in sports or sports entertainment.
I can't say that press conference they had this week was really that good.
That sucked.
I wasn't really happy. Okay, good.
It was terrible. Terrible. The fake questions, it was awful. They closed the show with it, too. That was their go-home segment for the pay-per-view. Terrible. They've done better promos, though. But this is what AEW does. They're not good at building up to the moment. They kind of have like the good promo 4 weeks before the show, and then they just kind of sputter along the rest of the way.
I mean, not completely. I remember like when they did Punk and MJF, that whole build up to that dog collar match. I thought it got better as it went on. Actually, I felt like that was a really done story, like start to finish.
Yeah,
They
once
can
in a
pull it
while they
off.
can do it, but like, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Most of the time they're like, their build is kind of up and down.
Well, I think the big problem with this too is they've done MJF versus Hangman so many times.
Yeah.
And I think they go back to the well too much in the sense of like, well, this worked in this promo, so we'll do this and this promo instead. And they kind of just add on stuff too. And it's like, oh, we're going to do like, we'll add stipulations. And then we'll add a coin toss to these stipulations. And we'll add some more stipulations. They add too much to what they've already done, sadly. And I think that was the big problem with this feud going into this match. And again, MJF I think should win because it's too early for him to lose his championship right now. Like, if anything, he should be trying to beat his old record that he set.
I think there's time for that. I don't think he needs to be beating the record right now, but we'll see. Huh. Interesting. We'll see what happens on Sunday, right? I think either way, we can agree that the match will be fantastic and bloody. They will both be bleeding.
Well, what's the betting odds on this one?
Do they do betting odds for AEW? AEW Revolution?
I imagine they do.
2026. Let me see.
They're not as well known, I'm sure, as WWE, but I'm sure there's betting odds for this.
Okay.
Probably not for every match.
Here. I don't want to look at all these betting. Oh, wow. Damn. MJF minus 400 to win. Hangman plus 250. So betting odds are with you, John.
Well, I think they just realize it's just too early for MJF to lose, and you could see MJF pulling up some shenanigans to win, which I think everyone is expecting that because it's Texas Death, like you said. You could do whatever you want in that match.
Yeah, but you know these AEW shows sometimes a little unpredictable.
Well, of course. Like, I'm thinking one way, it could go completely the other way. 100%. I'm hoping this. I'm thinking this. This is the way I'm looking at it, but I could be looking at this completely wrong because, yeah, Tony Khan likes to do that, just completely go in a different direction, which makes it interesting because it's a little bit more unpredictable.
How about FTR defending the tag team titles against the Young Buckaroos? Seen this before. It's usually pretty good. It's in LA. I feel like the Bucks, this is their full redemption here. They win the titles from FTR once again.
Well, and FTR won on Dynamite, right, as well? So,
yeah.
I mean, it feels like, yeah, it's set up for the Bucks to win. But that's it. I feel like it's too set up. So that's why I'm going to go with FTR because it just feels like it's too convenient for the Bucks to win.
Okay. All right.
Obviously, I know you have the Bucks. I know, obviously, like.
Yeah, I think the match is going to be great. I'm happy that we're picking different winners. It's always fun because it means the show's unpredictable and we're not really sure who's going to win. A lot of these WWE shows, we're picking the same matches, same winners.
That's true. That's very true. Yes.
AEW is a lot more mixed.
Well, you believe in both sides. That's what actually makes it fun.
Yeah. Jon Moxley defending the Continental Championship against Konosuke Takeshita. This one too, I'm interested in. Like all these matches that we're talking about so far, John, I'm into. I'm excited to watch. I think Moxley and Takeshita will be very good.
This is very hard to predict too because this is now a rematch of a match they had before that went to a time limit draw. Now they have no time limit, and because this is a Continental title match, you can have no outside interference in this match. So I'm gonna go with Moxley, but I don't consider that a lock whatsoever. Or I'm just thinking, well, I feel like, again, Moxley just won the title not too long ago. They'll probably still give him a little bit of a reign here. So
I like Moxley to win, too. I think Takeshita is going to deal with some other stuff with the Don Callis family. Like, they might be kicking him out, and he might be going babyface against them. Because, like, what was all that stuff? They had a tag team match this week on Dynamite against Moxley and Claudio. Moxley and Claudio win. And then the Don Callis family, like, they start beating up on Moxley, and they want to hit him with a chair, and Takeshita's like, no, let's not do that. Takeshita, like, stopped them from beating up Jon Moxley, and they were kind of disgusted with Takeshita. Takeshita kind of went babyface on Wednesday against the Don Callis family. They didn't turn on him, but something's brewing.
yeah, I think you're right. And usually when that happens, you usually eat some losses. So
Yeah.
I think this will be a loss for Konosuke.
I think he loses to Moxley, and then they're like, see what happens, and then it leads to more confrontations.
Makes sense, yeah.
So, okay, there we go. We both got Moxley winning. There, that's one we agree on. Andrade versus Bandito. It's kind of a toss-up for me. And this is one that I could go without on the pay-per-view. This is one they could cut.
Well, I don't think it's more of a top. I think I have Andrade winning this one. I don't see Bandito winning this one, so which is weird too, because like, is he's not still the Ring of Honor World Champion? That's another thing too. Like, he's the Ring of Honor World Champion. Why aren't you doing that? But you're doing this as well. He's a good talent. They want to showcase him, but just have him do one thing. Don't do both. I feel that's what kind of skews it more. Where I think Andrade is going to win because Bandito does something else in the meantime.
Okay. So you don't think they're trying to do a big push here with what's his name?
Bandito? Like, I think just showcasing him is their big push because they weren't even using him before, right? But now they're showcasing him. They made him tag team champion. So that's something, but as long as he's Ring of Honor champion in AEW, I don't see him getting that big of a push.
All right, Andrade. I'll go with you, John. I'm not going against it. I think they're trying to push Andrade a little bit, bring him up to the main event. A win over Bandito makes sense here, but I just don't need to see this match. Brody King versus Swerve. I'm interested here. I like it. Brody King squashed a guy on Dynamite, cut a promo. Swerve attacked him, beat him up a little bit. Tried to choke him with that chain, but then Brody King broke the chain and took Swerve out. Swerve ran away. This match is going to be good. This is going to be violent. One-on-one, though, like, there's no stipulation. There's no DQ. I feel like this needs more than just a match.
Well, it's their first match, right? I can see them have several matches later on, so. But I got Swerve winning this one, I think.
I think this one's tough.
I understand. I mean, they are pushing Brody, but I think it's more of a match where he's going to look good even though he loses.
Okay. Yeah. I think Swerve, too. I think Swerve is kind of the more established brand in AEW. I would go with Swerve, but I think it could go either way. I wouldn't be surprised if Brody King won. Let me give you betting odds on this. Moxley minus 150, Takeshita plus 110. So odds makers agree with us. Young Bucks minus 180, FTR plus 140.
Damn.
So Young Bucks odds agree with me. Andrade minus 400, Bandito plus 250. So that's right there. Ooh, Swerve minus 1,000, Brody King plus 550. Okay, Swerve a heavy favorite, one of the heaviest favorites on the show.
Yeah, I'd worry about that though, actually, because I wouldn't be surprised if, Brody, like you said, like it's not impossible for Brody to win. So,
yeah. Tekla versus Chris Statlander, 2 out of 3 falls match at AEW Women's World Title. Tekla just beat Statlander. I see no reason why she should lose it now, like 3 weeks later.
Yeah, I feel like she isn't established yet as the women's champ. I don't think even Statlander was really completely established. I know they gave her some big wins over Tony Storm, but I feel like that's all Statlander did was beat Tony twice. I don't think she really had that good of a reign, so I really hope Tekla has a better reign than she did, and hopefully it keeps going. Yeah, I think Tekla wins this. Probably not 2 straight falls, but she'll win the match in the end.
Tekla minus 500, Chris Statlander plus 300. So, yep, sounds about right. Don Callis family defending the trios world titles. Okada, Fletcher, and Davis defending against Mystico, Kevin Knight, and Speedball Mike Bayley. Fletcher and Bayley had a hell of a match on Dynamite this week. This match should be okay, but I don't know. Trios titles. I'm just not interested.
Yeah, I'm not expecting a title change, but this is where they might just have a title change. It's not impossible. I'm thinking Don Callis family, but I wouldn't be surprised if they change the titles here.
I don't think they change the titles because Mystico's not like full time with them.
But he does have an AEW CMLL contract, though.
I think Don Callis family retains their belts.
I agree, but I wouldn't be surprised if there's a change.
Timeless Tony Storm versus Marina Shafir 1-on-1. I mean, I like Tony Storm, but I just don't really see the point in this match anymore. I don't know why this is on pay-per-view. We could skip this because the show's going to be so long. It's just unnecessary. There's no heat behind this. I don't know what the build is to this. Who cares?
Well, I feel like this has been building for a while, actually, because like how many times did Marina attack Mina and lay her out, and has attacked Tony many times over and over again? They had that hair match as well at the Australia Grand Slam.
Yeah, but I thought that was like kind of the blow-off. They shaved Wheeler's head.
Yeah, they shaved Wheeler's head, but she never got revenge on Marina, so this is to finally end that. And again, Toni Storm, I think, in my opinion, is one of the best superstars they have in AEW. She should always be on the pay-per-view in some capacity, so I got no problem with them putting her on in this match. I think Tony should win this match. And I wouldn't be surprised if they mess around with the whole, like, there's everyone banned from ringside, so they'll probably go outside of ringside, probably, to have some interference, but I still think Tony's going to win.
Yeah, I would go with Tony. Why wouldn't you go with Tony? All right, Babes of Wrath defending the tag team titles against Megan Bayne and Lena Cross. Maybe we see a tag title change here because, I don't know, Babes of Wrath have held it for however long it's been. They're the only champions.
Well, I never thought the Babes of Wrath were really that good to begin with. I thought Megan Bayne and Penelope Ford were a much better tag team, but Penelope got injured, so that kind of screwed that up. I could see a title change here. I wouldn't be surprised, but it's tough to say. I'll go with a title change, but it's tough.
I don't think Willow is going to get 2 wins over Lena Cross in the same night. Like, they're wrestling on the pre-show. I think Willow beats her on the pre-show, retains the TBS title, but then Lena and Megan Bayne win the tag titles.
Well, I'm more towards, like, it's not so much Lena losing. It's more like I don't see Megan losing so much. Megan Bayne, like, they love to push her, and to give her something, finally a tag team title win. I think they wanted to do it before, so now that they finally get to do it, they're going to do it here.
But if you're going to book somebody to wrestle the same person twice in the same show, are you really going to have them lose twice?
Again, it's tag match, though. I mean, but
yeah, where she'd probably be taking the fall.
Right. So,
it's not.
It makes sense.
Come on.
You're right. No, it makes sense. Like, they should win the tag team title match at the very least.
Yeah, they will. I'm pretty sure they will. So Bane and Lena, new tag champs, and Darby Allin, Orange Cassidy, and Roderick Strong taking on David Finlay, Clark Connors, and Gabe Kidd. I think this team known as the Dogs, David Finlay, the son of the legendary Fit Finlay, coming in from New Japan. These guys were a group in Japan. Now they're a group here trying to establish themselves. I think they get the win.
That's tough because they won on Dynamite, didn't they?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Darby, Orange, and Roderick. I think.
Okay. This match again, like they just had the tag match on Dynamite. Now it's a 6-man. Who cares? Should be on pay-per-view.
Right. You're not this. If anything, that should be more on the buy-in.
Yep. But the buy-in's full. There's a bunch of matches there. We mentioned the Willow-Lena match. I think we both have Willow winning that one.
Yes.
Big Boom AJ and QT against Captain Dean and Carly Bravo. I'm going to go with the Big Boom guy.
Yep.
And then Ricochet, Tommaso Ciampa, and 19 others in a Blackjack Battle Royal for Ricochet's national championship. Does Ricochet retain or what?
Again, because it's on the buy-in, I don't see a title change. If it was on the pay-per-view, I could see it, but on the buy-in, I think Ricochet will retain.
I agree. Big silly match for nothing. That's AEW Revolution. Coming up Sunday night in LA.
Well, as far as we know, because they can always add matches tomorrow on Collision.
My God. Never ends.
No, Dave's happy about that.
Never ends. Jason Pete says Trios title is common here. Jason Pete's out in Mexico. Yes, of course. 6-man tags, trios matches, very common in Mexico. A little bit different, though, right? Fewer tags, more kind of tornado style.
Yeah, I feel like, especially in trios matches, they may have implemented a rule, too, where, you can actually go in the ring without making a tag as long as the other guy just rolls out of the ring.
Yeah, it's a different style for sure. It's a little more exciting, a little bit more fast-paced than the American style of 6-man tags. AEW tries to use some of that stuff. And, I'm sure Mystico, Kevin Knight, and Speedball could use some of those tactics, but, who are they going up against? Okada's not really a lucha wrestler. Kyle Fletcher can go there, but Mark Davis, he's not really a speed guy. I think the match could be fun. They're all good wrestlers. I think the match could be fun. But I'm just, the Trios Championship, Trios matches, 6-man tag belts, they just have not been able to get over in North America at all.
I think the problem is because you have tag team titles. So you really need to make a difference between them. There needs to be almost a separate kind of thing. These are tag teams and these are trios instead. And it just feels like the tag teams are well, it's just a tag team with an extra person. We had, what was it, the Speed Rodeo guys? It was Hangman and Jet Speed were the trios, just a tag team with another guy.
I think they were called Horsecock, weren't they?
I think they wanted that. They couldn't get that. So then they were the Jet Speed Rodeo or something like that.
Oh.
Yeah, kind of lame. But anyways, it's always about a tag team with another guy. Hangman with the Bucks. Kenny with the Bucks.
Yeah.
So, that's the problem. They never really had, this. If it was the Dogs, they're an actual trios team.
Yeah.
That would make sense.
Yeah.
But we haven't gone down that route too many times with the trios titles.
No, it's either 3 guys part of a larger group or 3 guys just put together. A tag team with another guy.
They just need to establish it better. That's it.
They need to establish some 3-man groups, but that's kind of tough to do.
Difficult, but I mean, I feel to me, the Ops worked, actually. I thought the Ops was actually one of the better trios teams that they had.
Yeah. Yeah. Jason Pete saying trios in Mexico often like a lineage, like families of luchadors sticking together. That's why it works, kind of team warfare. It's not really the same over here. It's not the same wrestling culture. It's a little different. Doesn't work as well. AEW Revolution coming up Sunday night. Big Johnny will be back next Friday night to recap all the wrestling, discuss everything that's going on in the world of professional wrestling. SmackDown in Raleigh, North Carolina next Friday. Raw is going to be in San Antonio, Texas, coming up on Monday night. Home of the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels. Johnny, you want to promo a match? You got something you want to throw out there?
Well, there is the Dawson College show coming up April 25th. Going to be wrestling in Dawson College in Montreal. That's going to be pretty awesome. I went to Dawson College with you.
That's where we met.
Yeah. So that was awesome. It's kind of cool to go back there to wrestle. Your family works there too, so that's even more cool.
Take it easy.
I didn't say family members. I said family.
Can we not, dox me here? Let's relax.
Okay. Well, you have a good history with Dawson. I think we can say that. We both have a good history there, so that's awesome. And you have to do that April 25th for Mad Dog Pro Wrestling.
Gotta be careful what you say on the internet, Sean.
On YouTube, you're talking about.
Yeah, we're not just on YouTube. We're everywhere, and a lot of people watch this show, so you got to be careful what you say.
I try to be careful.
Yeah, well, you're not that careful, obviously. All right, we'll be back. I'll be back at some point in the near future with Freddie and AJ and Johnny and all the people talking MMA and pro wrestling. Here, right here on the Ringside Report Network. Oh, wait, big shout out to Angelo and Jason Pete and everybody supporting the Ringside Report Network over at join.ringsidereport.net. This show brought to you by good people like Angelo and Jason Pete who support the Ringside Report Network over at join.ringsidereport.net and membership.ringsidereport.net. Go check out our website, ringsidereport.net. ringsidereport.net. Lots of great stuff on our website. Okay? And more stuff to come. Right here on the Ringside Report Network.
Thanks for sticking with us to the end. We would really appreciate it if you could help us spread the word.
You know the drill. Hit that subscribe button. Flip those notification switches.
We are an audience-supported network, so consider becoming a recurring supporter at membership.ringsidereport.net. Check out our website at ringsidereport.net. Hope to see you again next time, and have a good night.